Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Stink Bug Works. I've been working on sharpening these strakes. Right now I have a little bit of epoxy on the edges and it's not quite set off. So it'll be several hours before I can get sanding on these. You know, a quick aside, this is a little block of G10 upon which I've glued some wet or dry sandpaper and using this Elmer's rubber cement. Just glue wet or dry sandpaper on there and do it like contact cement. Paint the glue on the parts, let the glue dry, then put them together. And it makes a really nice sanding block. And when you're getting these details, these sharp edges, it's a really good tool, and it will just get in here on this little flat area between the lifting strakes. Making your own sanding blocks helps in all sorts of situations, and this just makes getting these edges razor sharp really easy. But that's not the reason that I came to talk to you. I came to drink coffee with you. And hype the next challenge. The hard shaft challenge. The long hard shaft challenge. I went around YouTube yesterday and I was looking around at these long-tailed tie boats. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of possibilities there. These guys build these boats with no plans. They just build them. And they look similar, and they kind of have an idea how they're going to do it and so forth. But they just bang these things out. And some of them are little single-stepped hydroplanes. Some of them are like a fantail launch or something like that. You know, it's a boat that would seat like 6 or 8 people under a little tent cover and one guy out in the back doing the longtail thing. And I've even seen guys that have made RC longtails. But what they've done is just had a long shaft out on a long rudder strut with a rudder way out here in this long shaft. And while it looks right, it sort of defeats the whole tie longtail purpose. It would be real easy for somebody to make a motor mount on a swivel where this whole thing would swivel and could be your steering mechanism. Now, I don't know in the longtails if it's important to have height adjustment or not. Now, on the full-size boats, you know, they have, you know, full range movement, like vectored thrust. But in an RC boat, especially a little one, this may be good enough. Especially if you have a fairly flat hull that doesn't lean a lot into turns. So that was one idea that really struck me as being cool for these things. And then yesterday I showed you the Randy Naylor little hydro, the micro hydro, with its straight drive and, you know, the twin brother from another mother for this motor. And that's a good running little boat. You know, it has enough power to blow it off the water if you're not careful. So that's what I consider adequate power for a little RC hydro. So that would make a good option as well. Another option that I talked about for a while and then said, oh no, it'll never work. And that is the canard. This could work kind of fun in a canard. a little tiny canard. Be easy to build, and it would be almost rigger easy. And then lastly, you can make a rigger out of this. The only problem with riggers is they all tend to look pretty much alike. Although I guess that's why all gliders look alike. It's called wind tunnels, and riggers work alike because of water surface. Anyway, this would make a cool little tiny rigger. The European class is 495 millimeter, I'm thinking, so this could do something on the order of, let's see, how many millimeters is that? That's 300 millimeters. 300, 350, you could do something around that length around this. It'd make a fun little boat. So just some thoughts for the upcoming challenge. I'm going to give away good prizes. I'm going to give away a brand new, ready to run race boat with a plastic hull, but it's a brand new, ready to run race boat, that Cobra 450. And that's going to be featured in an upcoming video, by the way. So this thing, once I get these squared away, we'll get a last coat of primer, and then it's going to bake for a long, long time. It's going to sit outside and bake. And in the meantime, the weather's starting to clear up. It rained again this weekend. Geez, will it never stop? Anyway, looks like the weather's going to start cooperating. I'll be able to get down to the pond more often and run some boats. And until then, jet out. This darn off button. I mean, why is it so